Okay, so now let us continue with this. So now let us talk about J4. So J4 is, so now it is easy. So J4 is essentially del P by del V internal, right. This P vector we have already talked about. V internal vector is nothing but V internal vector is nothing but V internal vector is V internal 1, V internal 2 dot 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 V internal M. And this P vector we have already said. So therefore this also would be a 3n cross M matrix, 3n row M number of columns. So how would it look like? Again similarly, so it is del P1A by del V internal 1, then dot 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 del P1A by del V internal M, and then dot 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 del P n C by del V internal 1 dot 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 del P n C by now here again. So if I now again here also in this expression also, when we are talking about V internal j minus n, here in this case as we have already said, j varies from 6, 7, 8 and n is equal to 5. So in this expression, right, so if let us say n is equal to 5 and m is equal to 3, so let us say that in if in this case that n is equal to 5 and m is equal to 3, so then j takes the values 6, 7, 8. So then therefore when j is taking 6, so it becomes V internal 1, when j is taking 7, this becomes V internal 2, and when j is taking a value 8, this becomes V internal 3. So in this case obviously this V internal m vector, or rather this particular V internal vector will have 3 elements, V internal 1, V internal 2, V internal 3. And in this expression when j varies from V internal, when j is taking the values of 6, 7, 8, automatically these are taking these values of V internal 1, 2, 3. So then therefore when we are doing this del PIP by del V internal j, so it will be, so then therefore it will be, so del PIP del PIP by del V internal j. We need to remember that j is taking the values of 1, 2 to m, right. So this we need to remember. I is of course taking the values of 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, p is taking the values of a, b, c, and j is taking the values of 1 to m. So it would be VIP, then V internal j would not be there because we are doing the derivative with respect to this yijpa. Now when j is taking 1, actually here it is, so it is y I j plus n pa cosine theta ip minus theta internal j minus alpha I j plus n pa. That would be the case, right. So it is theta internal j and alpha I j. Now this j would be, because here it is j is taking 1 to m, so it is j plus n plus v I p, then y I j plus n p b cosine theta I p minus theta internal j plus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha I j plus n p b, and then v I p y I j plus n p c cosine theta I p minus internal j p c. So that would be the case. So as an example, let us write down the expression of delta P2B by delta beta internal 1. So as an example, is del P2B, let us say del P2B by del V internal 1. Please note in this example n is equal to 2 and m is equal to 1. Just there is one generator and 2 bus. So del P2 by del V internal 1, we have already written it very clearly. So V2B Y23BA. So it is V2B Y23BA, right? Then cosine theta 2b minus theta internal 1 minus alpha 23BA minus BA plus V2B Y23BB cosine theta 2b minus theta internal 1 plus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha 23 BB, right? You see from here P2B minus alpha 23 BB, and it is B2B Y23 BC plus V2B Y23 BC cosine theta 2b minus alpha 23 BC. So that is the case. So you see, when now here V internal 1 means j is equal to, so this is j. So again let us just, so please note that due to this j is equal to 1. So this is P is equal to B and I is equal to 2, right. So it is VIP, so IP but when j is equal to 1 it is 2 3, so it is j plus n, 1 plus 2, so it is 2 3, right. So this 3 is nothing but 1 plus 2, that means j plus n, and that's precisely what we are everywhere writing. So then therefore this is the expression for the general terms of J4 matrix. Just by using this expression of J4 matrix, we can find out the elements of just by this using expression and just by varying I is equal to 1 to n. So here I again repeat that I is 1 to n and P is ABC, right. So just by varying I is equal to 1 to n and P ABC, and J is obviously varying from 1 to m, and then this is the expression. Just by using this expression all these elements of this matrix J4 can be calculated. So this completes the calculation of J4 matrix. Now let us look at the remaining matrices J5, J6, J7, J8. Now what is J5, J6, J6, J7, J8? So now the next row of this J matrices, next row is J5, J6, J7, J8, right. Please note my overall J matrix is if you recollect J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, J6, J7, J8, J9, J10, J11, J12, J13, J14, J15, J16, right. So far we have completed J1, J2, J3, J4. Now let us look at J5, J6, J7, 8, 8. So that's what we are trying to mean, that next row is of J matrix is J5, J6, J7, J8. Now what is J5? J5 is basically del Q by del theta. What is J6? Del Q by del V. What is J7? Del Q by del theta internal. And what is J8? Vector del Q by del V internal. So this is it. So these are absolutely similar. Here in this case, so now Q vector is nothing but Q1A, Q1B, Q1C dot 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 QNA, QNB, QNC, and theta vector and V vectors, they are all the same. So theta vector, V vector, theta end vector, V internal vector, they are all the same. So then therefore the expressions of J5, J6, J7, J8 would be the almost same as those the expressions of J1, J2, J3 and J4 respectively, with the change is that instead of using PIP we have to use QIP. So what is the expressions of QIP? It is basically L is equal to A, B, C, and then J is equal to 1 to n plus m, right, VIP PJL YIJPL sine theta IP minus theta JL minus alpha IJPL. So, this is the expression of QIP. In the case of PIP, it is the same expression, only this sine was replaced by cos, and then accordingly we have done this derivative with respect to theta v, theta int and v int. So, here in this case, so as we have done for PIP, we can also write it down for QIP. I mean, we can also write it down broken down as QIP. So, then QIP also can be written as, so that I can write down that QIP is L is equal to A, B, C, then J is equal to 1 to N. As we have done for PIP, we are just breaking it down into two parts. One is due to the original n bus and another is due to the internal bus. So, 1 to n, so it is VIP VJL is VIP VJL YIJPL, then sine theta IP minus theta JL minus alpha IJPL, right. So, this is for the original buses. Now, let us write down due to internal bus. So, plus j is equal to n plus 1 to n plus m V I P, then V internal j minus n, correct, because it is V internal j, then YIJPA, then YIJPA sine theta IP minus theta internal j minus n. We are just writing down the same expression, theta internal j minus n minus alpha IJPA minus alpha IJPA, right, plus VIP V internal j minus n YIJPB then cosine, so not sine, then sine theta IP minus theta internal j minus n plus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha IJPB, right. Then the last term due to C phase VIP V internal j minus n YIJPC sine theta IP minus theta internal j minus n minus 2 pi by 3 alpha ij bc, right. So, this is the expression of QIP. So, again now with this expression, I can very easily find out the expressions of J5 and J6 as we have done in the same manner of J1 and J2. Okay. But with this expression, we can very easily find out the expressions of J7 and J8, right. So, J7 and J8 would be, for example, del QIP by del theta internal J, and J8 would be, so J7 would be del QIP by del theta internal J, and J8 would be del QIP by del V internal J, right. So, these are the general terms. So, for example, J8 would be, I mean, just by looking at this. So, for example, this is the expression of J4. So, if we just look at the, by using this expression of J4, we can straight away write down the expression of J8. So, it would be del QIP by del V internal J. What it would be? V internal, so it will be VIP Yij plus NPA, cosine would be replaced by sine theta ip minus theta internal j minus alpha ij plus NPA, right, as usual. Similarly, it will be VIP Yij plus NPB, then this cosine would be replaced by sine theta ip minus theta internal j plus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha ij plus NPB, and then it will be VIP Yij plus NPC, cosine would be replaced by sine theta ip minus theta internal j minus j 2 pi by 3 alpha ij plus NPC. So, that is how it would be done, right. So, for example, so then therefore, J8 is very trivial. So, for J8 it will be almost exactly identically the same. So, only thing is that this cosine would be replaced by sine, other than that nothing will be changing, right. So, this cosine would be replacing by sine. But for J7 would be a little different in a sense that for J7 it would be del QIP by del theta internal J. So, if we just look at this expression, how it will look like VIP, right, V internal J Y J plus N PA minus sine is cosine, and then I have got a minus theta IP minus theta internal J minus alpha I. So, I mean, let us write down. So, J7, let us write down. It will be little different, little. J8, there is no need to write down because J8 would be identically same as that of J4. Only thing is that this cosine term would be replaced by sine. Other than that, it is almost the same. But then for J7, let us write down for J7 is, let us say, del QIP by del theta internal J. So, that would be is equal to VIP V internal j, but sine cosine and then it will be minus. So, it is minus VIP V internal j. So, it is minus VIP V internal j y I, it is j plus n. Please note it will be again it is yi j plus n pa then cosine theta I p minus theta internal j minus alpha ij pa minus alpha ij pa minus alpha I, but it would not be j, it is j plus n pa, right. Please again note, we again write down, this is very important, this j is varying from 1 to m, right. I varies from 1 to n and p varies from a, b, c. So, if we remember these notations, these variations of these indexes, everything will be alright. So, this is due to the first term. So, the second term would be then minus VIP, actually everywhere it will be minus, we can take minus common, then it is plus VIP V internal j y I j plus n p b, then sine derivative cos, then theta I p minus theta internal j plus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha I j plus n p b, and then plus v I p v internal j y I j plus n p c cosine theta I p plus theta internal j minus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha I j plus n p c. So, that is the case. So, this is the expression of J7. So, it is almost the same in the case of J3, but there is an issue of plus minus sign, but that is due to the derivative of the trigonometric terms. But other than that, it is concept is same. Similarly, from the expressions of J1, we can very easily deduce the expressions of J5, and from the expressions of J2, you can easily deduce the expression of J6, right. J7 and J8 we have already discussed. So, for this, because J5, because the expressions of J5 are very similar to J1, we are not doing it, we are leaving it for you to work it out. It should be a fun, it is very easy to do it, almost the same. Similarly, because the expressions of J6 would be almost the same that of the J2, just because of this minor variation, because other than that everything is same. So, I am also not, we are also not doing this derivation also. These two derivations are left for you to for you as a kind of homework. So, You should be able to do it. If you do it, it would be quite, I mean, it would also give you some amount of confidence in this kind of derivations. So we now essentially you have now finished this second row. So now from the next lecture onwards, we would be looking at these other two rows, third and fourth row, how to do it, how to do about it, right? Out of this, one row would be very easy, but the another row would take some time. So we will spend adequate time on these two rows. Thank you very much.